Good afternoon, and welcome to the East Texan Sports Report. I'm your host, Tyler McDonough, joined by my co-host, Drew Ivery. We've got a few more sports to talk about this week, but Drew, go ahead and kick us off with football.
As of October 1st, the Lions have reached their 100th Division II national ranking as they stay at the number 9 spot as they travel to Wichita Falls on Saturday to face Midwestern University, Texas. Lions have not beaten Midwestern since October 24th of 2015 when they won 27-14. So it'll be a tough matchup for the Lions as this is their third straight ranked matchup against the Midwestern State University Mustangs.
It'll be a tough game in Midwestern, but they played real well last week against Lock Haven. I like the way they're playing right now. You know, they little bit of, you know, they didn't play that well against Pueblo. Tough conditions though, so you can't really blame them that much. But I like the way they looked last week. Kane Wilson played really well. So.
Yeah, they got to watch out for quarterback Leighton Rabb from Midwestern though.
Fun fact, Leighton Rabb and I went to high school together. He was my point guard in high school. We played on the same basketball team, but sorry, Leighton. I've already pledged my allegiance to Commerce. So
he's traded teams.
Sorry, Leighton.
Not on the same team.
I'm on the right team. I'm on the. Sorry, Leighton. But this past Friday, the Lions soccer team took on UT Permian Basin in Rockwall as the Lions won 2-0. Michelle Kotlick scored both goals for the Lions on goals that were assisted by Micah Crum and Lindsay McDonald. Kotlick, that was her third goal of the season. She does lead the Lions in scoring this year. She's played very well all year. She's probably the leader of that Lion offense there, and she's played really well for the Lions. So, last Sunday, a few days ago, the Lions took on Angelo State at home. Unfortunately, the Lions lost 2-1. Played a really good game. It was scoreless at halftime, and Angelo State did take the game, take the lead early in the game in the 62nd minute. But Cora Welch did tie things up, made it interesting late. She scored in the 80th minute to tie things up at 1. But Angelo State did score just a couple minutes later to end up winning that game 2-1. Caitlin Duty did have 8 saves in the game. She played very well. Just a couple of breakdowns in the defense there at the end. Duty's played real well all year, but did give up 2 goals. She's played real well. I think the Lions need to get back on track. They've played well here in conference. They're just a little bit short. They are 4-4 and 1-3 in conference play, and they take on Texas women's tonight in Denton. So get on over there to Denton if you can. If not, you can check things out on lineathletics.com. Keep up with the soccer team.
As far as the volleyball team goes, they are still ranked number 21 in the AVCA coaches poll. They're going streaking. It has been a 7-game win streak for these Lions. Their next game is going to be against WT at home at 6 p.m. in the Fieldhouse. This past week, Shelly Shapron got the Defensive Player of the Week award for the Lone Star Conference, and Riley Fuentes got the Setter of the Week award for the Lone Star Conference as well. So these ladies are playing pretty good volleyball, still winless undefeated. Undefeated at home. So I think it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
I think they might go 2 years in a row. They're pretty strong at home.
I mean, shout out to the fans, too. I mean, you know, they've got some home court advantage. And, I mean, every time we play at home, it seems like the other team gets rattled. So keep on coming out there, fans. If you can, get on out there. And you said, you know, they haven't lost all of last year or this year. So things are looking good for them. A little update on cross country. They will not be running this weekend, but next weekend as they host the East Texas Shootout here in Commerce, October 12th. Get on out there if you can. This is the only time they'll be at home this year. Michaela Maldonado and Brandy Stadler look to lead things for the ladies. Michaela's a senior. Brandy is a junior. Both of them have run really well for the Lions this year. And on the men's side, you've got Evan Lukey, but also the Lions have been led by Sergio Marcelo. Both guys have run really well for them. So get out there and support the Lion cross country team if you can.
Shout out to those cross country runners, man. I couldn't do it.
Oh man, I tried it in high school, and
it was not fun. Even practicing now. But as far as the softball team goes, yes, softball. Got a little fall ball action. You know they do play that. They had games last week on Wednesday and Friday against TJC and Weatherford. They got upcoming games against Grayson College at home at 4 and 6, doubleheader. Then they travel to Waco to face Baylor at 2 and 4, and then come back to the Kane Sports Complex to face Navarro at 4 and 6 as well. That Grayson game will be played this Friday at the Kane Sports Complex.
That'll be interesting, coming off their most successful season in team history. So,
yes, last year they split games with Baylor in that doubleheader.
That'll be pretty cool, even though it's an exhibition game. So check out the softball team when they're here in town. And I'll close things up for sports today with the golf program, the men's golf program. Monday and yesterday, we're at the Western New Mexico University Invitational. They played in Albuquerque. The men placed 6th place and shot a total of 39 over par. The Conditions weren't great, tough course, so the men really played well. 6th place is not all that bad. They did lose to Western New Mexico, who actually won the tournament. Western New Mexico, not really known for being a golf powerhouse, if you might say, but they did play well. They won their own tournament, so that might be a little thing to look out for. Is the Western New Mexico program. The Lions did beat Midwestern by 4 strokes, so that's an improvement. Midwestern was the conference champs last year, so. Maybe that's a good sign. Go ahead and beat Midwestern this week in golf, so maybe we can go ahead and take them down in football.
Yeah, maybe it's a trend.
Yeah. Zach Birch did lead the Lions as he got 6th place in the tournament, finishing 3 over par. So good job to Zach. And the men will next be in action at the RMAC Preview next Monday and Tuesday in Westminster, Colorado. And the women will be in Dallas next week as they take on Dallas Baptist University.
You can check out all things at tmuceasttexan.com and follow us on social media.